2 Corinthians, Galatians and Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians. Now it's 1st Timothy, then it's 2nd Timothy, Titus and Philemon, and Hebrews, James. Now it's 1st Peter, and then it's 2nd Peter, 1st John, 2nd John, 3rd John, Jude.
The Apostle Paul traveled all over, spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. On one of his journeys, Paul and his friends Silas and Timothy traveled through an area that is now a country called Turkey. After moving around to avoid places where the Holy Spirit told them not to go, they ended up in the seaport town of Troas. That night, Paul had a vision. A man from Macedonia was pleading with him, "Come over to Macedonia and help us." After Paul told his friends about his vision, they decided to leave for Macedonia right away, believing that God had called them to preach the good news there. The fastest way to get to Macedonia from Troas was to cross the sea. So Paul and his friends boarded a boat and sailed first to the island of Samothrace. From there they continued their journey, arriving in Macedonia the next day at Neapolis. From Neapolis, Paul and his friends traveled a few miles farther inland to Philippi, which was a Roman colony and one of the larger cities in Macedonia. The group of evangelists stayed in Philippi for several days. On the Sabbath, Paul and his friends went a little way outside of the city to a riverbank because they thought they would find a place of prayer there. They sat down and began to speak with some women who had gathered by the water. One of the women by the riverside was Lydia from Thyatira. Lydia, a merchant selling expensive purple cloth, was a believer who worshipped God. As she listened to Paul, the Lord opened her heart, and she accepted his message about Jesus and salvation. Paul baptized Lydia and her whole household. Lydia asked Paul and his friends to be her guests. She said to them, "If you agree that I am faithful to the Lord, then come and stay at my home." Lydia continued to urge the men until they agreed.
Verse 8. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And I said, "Here am I, send me." Isaiah 6 verse 8. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And I said, "Here am I, send me." Isaiah 6 verse 8. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And I said, "Here am I, send me."